Hello friends, today we are going to see some more topics on Selenium and today I am going to give the demo or session about web tables. So what is the web table? Web calendar. I am going to give you a session about web calendar. So first let me explain manually what is the web calendar so that you can have a idea and how you have to select the value. Fine. So let me take one example of any site. Say that I am opening here Google Chrome here and let me open one site called Redbus. So this is one site Redbus. So what you have to do, like this is from, this is to, and this is onward. So when you will click on calendar, you will get a calendar like that. And suppose that this is one calendar. So you have to select any date from this page, or you have to select any other date from next month. So for what operations you are doing manually, you just note it down so that I click on the next, then check whether it is November or not. So again, if it is not November, then I am clicking on next. So it is October, again it will check that whether it is October or not, sorry, November or not. If it is not November, then again click on next. Now this time it is saying, oh, it's November 2017. So now this time it has found. This time it has found November 2017. So when it will come to November, then some specific operations I need to perform. Say that I need to select 21st of November. I have to select 21st of November. So how you are going to perform these operations via automation? So we will have a look and we'll also try to we will have a look and we'll also try. So we will have a look and we will try to see whether some other sites too. Fine. So in other sites let me take one example of yatra.com. So in yatra.com, when you will click on any date, say that this is one date calendar, you will see date is coming like that. So what you have to do, you have to go to September, October, November, December, any date. Fine. And on the basis of that, you can perform whatever the selection you want to perform, or you want to print, or you want to perform selections. So any operation you could perform. So let me first get some example from this one. Redbus. Then after that, we will try some more sites. Let me try to Google it out some more sites. So travel Make My Trip is also there. You could see here. So Make My Trip, when the site is launched, so you will see some kind of date feature. So when you will click on date, you will see some kind of calendars input there. So when you are clicking on some calendar input, the date is coming, then the date is coming. So you have to do this via automation step. First I have explained it manually, then I will explain those things via automation. Fine. So let's see some example on Redbus first. So what I have to do, I will first open this link into Firefox. Let me open the Firefox. It's taking time now. So let me first copy and paste this URL. You will see over here Redbus is opening. So it's taking time to appear, but it's opening. Fine. You could see here when the site will be launched, some pop-up will be coming over here. It's not pop-up, like not alert, not window pop-up. It's a normal kind of pop-up which you can easily click. So wait, let it appear. So if it is not coming, then also it is fine. So no pop-up is coming, and you have to select on this. So right click first, inspect in FirePath. First you have to perform the click operation, right? So we have got the element. Let's copy and come to the Eclipse. So in Eclipse, I've already done that to save the time. SRC, it's web calendar, right? You could see here, I have like launched the Chrome browser, and after that I have opened the Redbus. Then after that I have put like time implicit line. So this is the syntax, and here you can see I have taken like a static driver onto the class level. This is the class web calendar, and I have designed here, and I will be using this driver instance inside the main. So if you want something to be used inside the main directly, so first you have to like define it as a static variable. So I have designed it as static variable, and after that I am using it. You could see here. So first my line number 30, it is pretty clear to you. I have not used system.setProperty. For your case, we will have to use one line of code, system.setProperty. Then I have launched the Chrome browser, and line number 32, I am opening the URL. Then after that, line number 35, you could see here, I am using a screenshot. So from where it is coming, you might be thinking like hold down the control key and just click on it. So you could see I have defined one custom method here. So I will like explain this matter because there are some more new concepts over here. I will define also that. But as of now, you could see here I have used screenshot to capture the screenshot. Fine. Line number 38, I am using that element which I have just it is for like pop-up, right? So pop-up, in this case it has not come. Let me refresh. Might be. If it is not there, then I will have to comment it out. More earlier when I tested, the pop-up was coming, so that's why I like put pop-up handling. So it's not coming, right? So let me comment this out because this is was for pop-up. Let me just comment this, and let me comment this because it is not, no, sorry, this one I have to comment, right? So this one and this one. So line number 44, let me explain what I did. In line number 44, I just copied the XPath, and if you will see this XPath, this is the XPath for calendar. So this is the XPath for calendar. You could see here XPath, it is matching or not. So it's matching. So I have used driver.find element by .xpath, and like I have used this one and .click. Fine. So this one and .click. So on the basis of this, it is going to find the particular calendar element and performing the click operation. Then after that I am capturing the screenshot. So I will come to this. Then in line number 50, what I am doing? In line number 50, what I am doing? I am like trying to get the next link. So next, let me come to this. Let's click, right click, inspect element. So it is giving me like that. Just copy it and paste it and match it. So if you will match it, you can see button and starting from ID RD calendar. So this is for like next element, and I have like to find the next element, and then like I'm clicking. So manually I was clicking on this part, right? So same I am doing here. Fine. So this is for next. This is for next. Let me comment it so that you can also come to know. This line of code is for next month. So when you will click on this element, it will take you to the next month. And after that, I am taking the screenshot and also comment it out because it was not required. Now in line number 61, what I am doing here, just see. So in line number 61, I am going to find out how many rows are there. So let me copy this first. Fine. And let me come to my XPath and I am pasting it. So you could see here something is coming on your screen. So you are getting 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, 4 row, 5. So you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. So you are getting 7 rows here. Fine. So first I am getting the 7 row. So my intention is to first, like when you will land on any calendar page, so you have to perform something operations which you want to perform. So on the basis of some criteria, I will be performing the click operation. So before clicking, I will try to find it out whether my November 2017 is present here or not. If it is present, then traverse to the rows, traverse to the column and click on particular element. So that is another scenario. First scenario is that I have landed on this element and I want to print the text of this calendar page. I want to print the text of this calendar page. So this is my first scenario. Second scenario, I will be performing the click operation. So let me come to my code. So I am trying to find out how many number of rows are there. So rows I'm getting like that. So it's giving me number of multiple elements. I have used here driver.find elements and I have given that. So it is going to give me total number of count. Here you can also see 8 matching nodes are there. So total 8 matching nodes are there. So I am using rows.size. So this loop is going to work for 8 rows. Starting position I am taking 1 and like it will go up to the 8 because I am taking here less than equal to. You can see here. I have taken here less than equal to. So starting from 1 and up to the 8. So I am not using here array. I am not using here array. So that's why I am taking 1. So there are two ways in which you can traverse. One is like array way and one is like direct on the basis of indexing way. So I am taking here on the basis of indexing way. In line number 65, just have a closed loop, and because here you have to understand what I am going to do. So when you are like coming to the rows, you have trying to find how many columns are there in the row, because in the this calendar you can see in the first row there are only 3 columns, in the second row there are 7 columns, in the third row there are only 3 columns. So it's a dynamic concept, you can see here, but not 3 columns, but values are only there in 3 columns. You could see here values are there only in the 3 columns, but like the elements are sometimes static and sometimes they are dynamic. Like there are sometimes 3, there are sometimes 7, there are sometimes 0, there are sometimes 3. So what I am trying to do in the inner loop, in the for loop, I am trying to find how many columns I need to traverse. So what I did, I just copied and modified this script. In that, I am performing tr on the basis of indexing. So r is coming from here. So every time the row will be changing and I will be getting the total columns. So this is like a modified script which you will have to see closely. So till here, and after that plus operator is there, and r is coming from as a variable, and again plus operator, then again rest of the code. So it will like it will always, every time it is coming as dynamic, and every time like number of columns for each row, number of columns would be dynamic. So once like I'm getting the column numbers, I'm using the calls dot size, and here if you will have a look, here I have used like starting from 1. See, I am using starting from 1 and r is less than equal to column size. But here I am using arrays because I am using get. On the basis of that element I am using like that particular column data I am fetching. So in the line number 70, you could see here in the line number 70 I am using the column indexing. So column indexing I have taken here C. C is for column indexing. So I am taking here as a 0 because here I am using get method. So there is one way in which you can use like trtd10, and there is one another way. So another way you could use like elements list dot get method is there, and in get method you could pass like indexing. So remember, when you are getting the elements via find elements, so you have to check it out how you want to traverse, either via you want to traverse it via array, or either via you want to traverse it via indexing. So indexing always like starts for the web element from 1, but array indexing always starts from like 0. So in that case, is here you can see here I am using indexing on the basis of web element, so that's why I am taking here r is equal to 1 starting value. But here I am using indexing on the basis of array, so array indexing always starts from 0, and here I was using less than equal to, but here I am always using less than. So this is the basic difference, but you could also use the same concept for printing. But anyway, let's see. Here I am using like particular web element, I am storing it into element on the basis of get. So web elements dot get method is there. So this is web element, right? So calls is coming from here. So dot get, and in C is indexing I am passing, and it is going to give me again particular element. Earlier it was web element, so on the basis of indexing I am getting particular element, and on the basis of element I am trying to get the text. So any dot get text, and I'm not using like string here because it will give you some kind of confusion. So let's not use string. Here I am using le.get text, and I am like using horizontal tag here, and after coming from inner loop I am breaking the line, and after that I am taking the screenshot and like closing the browser. And let me come to this point, like what is a screenshot. So this is the basic method for taking the screenshot. Here I have used two things, one for file and one for folder. So simple date format, it's a like class, so it's like convert your page data into the particular format, and like on the basis of format it is storing the or giving the value into the string format. So first I am defining the format. I am defining the format for folder. So this is like my input here. I am passing like in which format I want my folder to be there, and in which format I want my file to be there. So I have created on the basis of this, and on the basis of this I have created two new objects of simple date format, one for folder and one for file. I have given the name, and in that line number 94 you could see here I am taking the snapshot, and in line number 96 I am using the folder and file concept where I want to store. So in my C drive, in the driver, in the screenshot, in the folder will be name will be coming from here, and file name will be coming here, and this is the format to convert it. So folder, so whatever the instance you have created reference, so on the basis of reference and dot operator you could use the methods, but let me explain. So this is my reference of simple date format, and I'm using here date dot operator. List will come. So there are other methods. These are methods for date format and simple date format. You could use any method as per your requirement. So I am using format. Fine. So in format I am passing new date object, and new date object basically gives the current date and current time. So it is giving me the current date and current time, which I am formatting into this format. So for folder it will be formatted into this format, time will be eliminated, and for file it will be formatted into this format. And yes, and system dot current time is, it give the times into the milliseconds. And after that I am associating png, so it's my source, it's my destination. So source will be like captured and destination, and after that I'm using file utils dot copy file, and I'm passing here source and destination. So it will be like generating one file into my particular C drive, driver, screenshot and other things. And I have put this into try catch, because you know try catch how to use. And let me run this code and explain. So here I'm just printing the values of this calendar. Simply I will first go to this calendar, then I will click next, and whatever the values are present I will simply print here. Let me run this code. So from top to bottom I have explained, and let me run this code. So Chrome browser is going to start. So here the pop-up is coming, right? But it is like able to click, and it has clicked. You can see it's clicked on next button, and here you can see like it's printing. So I have successfully printed, and let me because if you will see this code, let me refresh. It's running here. So this is pop-up is coming, right? So I want to click on no thanks. So this was my code. I tested earlier and it was working fine. So now you could see here a pop-up will come and it will be clicked, fine. And after that my rest of the code will be working fine. So I want to show you, I have captured the screenshot on the basis of date and file form, date and time. So let me go to my C drive, driver and screenshot. I'm visiting my C drive, then I'm going to driver, then I'm going to a screenshot. So you could see here, so you could see here, so one folder was it is created, one folder it is created, and it is coming here on the basis of date and time format, it is coming here. So 7 I've given here in the format, I think let me check the format, in which format I have supplied the time. So I have given in the form of hyphen, it should be colon. So that's why it is coming like that. Fine. And let me run once again, and first let me delete this because not required. And let me run one again. So you could see browser has been launched. It's in the process. Browser launching in the process. Yeah, browser has been launched. URL is opening. Just wait and watch, see whether it is going to work or not. It's still in the process. It's taking time because internet is, I think, yes, it's slow. You could see here, due to that problem, internet problem, it has gone. Like some problem has occurred. Now let me run once again and see whether this time it should work. Yeah, it's working fine here. So screenshot is not working. Other things are working fine. Some input output exception has been occurred for screenshot. So I will take care of that. But as of now, you could see in line number 35, 45 and 51. So these are the errors coming. So I will see that error why it is coming. In the morning I tested, it was working fine. Fine. Let me retest one more time. Yeah, the error is again coming. I will have to check that code. I will check it later, no problem. The other code is working fine, you can see. is printing here, you can see. Let me comment this where I have used screenshot. Due to that some errors are coming. Now let's run one more time. Let me maximize this console and you will see the output over here. Yeah, you have seen here it's working fine. This time no error is there. So due to screenshot matter, it was error was coming, and now it's working fine over here. Now what I want to do this time, I don't want to print all. I want to do other things. So on the basis of some pattern, I will be moving to the calendar. On the basis of some pattern, I will be trying to move on to the calendar and say that till here I have printed, right? Till here I have printed. After that, what I'll do, I will click on next, next. Then when I will find November, then I will click on 15th November or 14th November. So that's the scenario I want to cover. Fine. So what I will do, till here I have written the code. Till here I have written the code. So let me get one more times. Inspect in Firepath. So this is for next. You could see here for next I have already written. So this time it will be the same. I think yeah, this is for right next, right? If you will match this, so this is the same. Let me match one more time. So no, it's different. It's not matching with this one. Let me. So this is the calendar. Fine. Till here calendar. This is fine. So this was right. This should match, right? But it's not matching. No problem. Yeah, this is for next. Yeah, this was right. So let me match for this. Let me maximize because I'm not able to see here. So till match it tr1 td3 tbody then table then cal. So all things are same. So what I'll do, I will copy this line of code. After printing, when I will come out of the one loop, I will perform click operation. Then now this time October will come, then I will perform again click operation. Then this time November will come, and again I will have to run this loop, but this time I am not going to print. So now this time I am not going to print. Fine guys. So this time I am not going to print, but this time I want to click. This time I want to click. So printing is like code should be commented out. I don't want to print this time. Now this time I want to check if ali, right? Ali dot get text. Fine. Dot equals to what? Equals to 15. You want to click on 15, right? What I want to, this is like text. So text is always a string. I will click here, I will click here, and this time when I will come to here, I will check that if the text is 15, so that time I want to click it, and now the text should become like that. So this is the scenario I want to cover via calendar. So if it is, or let me take it this way, string str equal to, not to confuse you, that's why I'm taking like that. You could see here, so getText returns always a string, so I'm storing it into a string variable and I will compare it on the basis of a string, because for string comparison there is no equal to operator, there is always operator like chat. Fine. So dot equals, and in equals you will have to write like this 15. So if it is equal to 15, then what you want to do, you want to click on this web element dot click. It's not very complex, it's pretty simple, because for every page the web elements types are same. You can see here. Not to confuse, once let me recheck, right click. So this time it is coming like that, and so 5, 6, 7, 8. Fine. So columns are same, rows are same, all things are same. So when you are like taking the web element on the basis of indexing, so indexing always starts from 1. Let me inspect. You could see here TD for table data, that is for columns. So column always starts from 1, and rows starts from, like always from 1. So this is the first row. Right click, inspect. So on the basis of web element data, if you will traverse, you will find it. Oh, it is like on the basis of starting 1 and ending is like, just right click, inspect, ending is 7. And one more thing I want to do here, because I am not printing, after printing, after clicking, I don't need to traverse the whole loop. So I am breaking. Fine. So on the basis of this condition, I am breaking this loop, because after that I don't want to traverse anymore. And yeah, fine. So my design part has been complete. This also I can put into loop, because I am manually writing it 2 times and I want to put some condition and perform the click operation multiple times, so that also I can put it in some loop. Let's first run this code, then after that we will try to implement that as well. So earlier part will run and after that number 15 would be clicked. This is the scenario. So September 17 is appear, and after that it will start printing over here. So when it will print, then November, and again after that November 15 should be clicked. So I think it is not matching, so that's why it is taking time out. So yeah, it is fine, it's working fine. Let me not close the browser, because I have closed it. So that's why you are not getting that kind of look. Let me not close. Fine. Now let me run one again. Let me run once again. So browser has been launched, URL has been opened, pop-up has been clicked, then after that September, it has come to September. It has started printing over here, and after that November has come, then it will start traversing and it will automatically select 15. So 15 November 2017 has been selected. You could see here automatic. So this is the way of handling web element. Now after that, what I want to do, now this time I don't want to hardcore. I want to click on the basis of like a particular check. Say that I want to click select October 2018. I want to select October 2018. So how I am going to do that? Fine. So my input is, you can say 30 October. I want to select 30 October. This date I want to select 30 October. So what the scenario, how you are going to perform this scenario? So first scenario is that, let me refresh this page. First do it manually. Fine. What I will have to do, I will have to first come to this page, then I will have to click it. Then I will check whether it is October 2018 or not. If it is not, then what you have to do, you have to click it. Again check whether it is October 2018 or not, then click it. So this time, every time you will click and match, click and match, click and match, click and match. So once like your match has been found, so what you will have to do, you will have to find for 30 October and you will have to click. So this is the scenario I want to perform. See how I am going to do that. So let me do one thing. I am going to copy this because I don't need previous codes, but some basic code I would be required. So right click, paste. Web calendar 2, that's fine. And now let me open web calendar 2. This I don't need, this I don't need. And let me maximize it. So Control M is the shortcut for maximize, Control M. Remember this. And if you want to delete a particular line, so shortcut is Control D. If I am clicking here Control D, you can see one line has been deleted. So these are the very important shortcuts. You will find very easy. Control M, I am using it for maximize, and again Control M for the same view. So again I am using Control M for maximize. So what the code I don't need, I am removing it from here. Let me Control D. I need this code, like I need to launch the browser. I don't need a screenshot. So I am removing it. Comment I need, so that's fine. So this is for calendar click, and I don't need this line of code. Control D, Control D, Control D. So it is clicking on calendar, fine. It is clicking on pop-up, it is clicking on calendar. Select the date of survey. Fine. What is this for? This is for, let me check. This is for next. And this is for calendar. So what it is for? Let me copy this. First manually refresh it because right click, inspect any element. So in the Chrome you can also find on the basis of XPath and other things. What you will have to do when your find inspect element will appear, you have to do Control F. you have to do Control F. So when you will perform Control F, one find box will appear, and which you can paste it what you have to find. So it is no matching nodes found because it is coming as 0. Might be I have taken for something. Let me check, because if it is there, so it is for, or let me comment it out. Then after I will come to know why it is there. But not delete, right? So this is for search, this is for right click, that's fine. No, it's for, I think it's for pop-up, right? It's for pop-up, it's for calendar click, and this is for next. This is for next. Let me comment, because comment always required. This is for calendar click. So this is for calendar click, and this is for pop-up notification. Pop-up. It's simple. It's not like alert, so you can simply click it. No problem. So this also don't require removing. This I don't require. This I don't require. This I don't require. This I need, right? Line number 40 I need, because it will give me the number of rows. Fine, it will give me the number of rows. And after that I am traversing, and let me fine. Here I don't want to print, so let me delete this line of code. It is required here, because what I want to do, this line of code I don't need. So this is like loop, one is inner loop, one is outer loop. Every time when it will come to the row, then it will come to the column, and it will try to match that with if my ali dot get text dot text, get text, right? So get text dot equals which date I want to find. I want to find October 2018, right? Copy, right click, inspect. So it's October 2018, fine. So I've already found it. Better to copy from here, because sometimes they are into different tab. So I am trying to find the element on the basis of text. Let me come to here, and I am passing it into like string. So if it is found, fine. What you want to do? I think one extra is there, right? So that's why it was giving error. Let me arrange this, because I was arranging, not to confuse you. So when it will, if the text is found, then perform some click operation. If the text is not found, then what you have to do? You have to else. But here I have to check one thing, check only one thing, because in the first row, that's fine, that's also fine. If my if condition, that's fine. Then I have to perform click operation, right? le dot, again I have to check one thing. When it will come to the page number October 2018, then what it will do, it will check that the particular text is equal to 15th or 14th November. Again if condition is required, and this time I am supplying here 15th or 14th November. So October 14 I am taking, or 30. Let me take 30 October, that will be fine. Because earlier I thought to take 30. So I will test whether that particular element text is 30 or not. So if it is 30, so I will try to click. I will try to click, CLICK, click. So it will check for two conditions. One condition is like this element, particular text should be 2018. No, I think there is some mistake in the logic. I'll have to check that how I'm going to find the particular element. If so here I will have to put this condition into outside loop, because first time it will not come. We'll try for that. Because there is something mistake in my logic, so that's why it is not coming. But let me try once, so that I should have a at least. If my particular, when I am landing on the page, my logic is when I am landing on the page, I am trying to find that particular element is matching or not. So because this will work after landing on the page, so I will have to take one more loop for landing on the page, because that's the major thing. So this I will have to keep in while loop, while. So there is one loop while, and this was the only logic which was required. Let me take int j equal to 0, because here I will have to use j. We'll check, guys, we'll check like what is the issue, because there is something, how many loops I need to take it. I am just checking, but let's try, at least we should try. So I think this also should be removed, because don't need that. So loops part I have completed, and after that logic is that if my first row and medium, because when you will come to this calendar, so this is first, this is second, and this is third. If you right click and inspect, you will find it that this is the value of that tag. So let me find it out. So driver dot find element by dot xpath. So on every page it is common. What the xpath I have found? So on every page it is common. So, yeah, I think it should work now, because my logic is that I will first traverse to each and every page. Fine. And once it is found, then only I am going to click. So first time I am taking here while loop. So while loop works on the basis of true and false condition. So first time I am taking it infinite loop. So it is true. And here I am trying to find. So if dot get text, it should be get text, not get attribute. Get text dot equals and in equals, just try to paste that October 2018. Fine. And put this condition into if. I think it will be long for you, but try to understand that it should be very helpful for you as well. I am putting this into if condition, but it will be long for you, so I will break it out. So till here it is web element, right? First let me break this into a web element. Clearly is equal to, fine, and it has been breaking, you can see, and LE dot get text. I will put this condition into if. Now it will be easier for you to understand. So if it is equal, then only this loop will start. Otherwise in the else part. So else part is here. So earlier I have used this line of code. I have to use click in the else. So this is while condition and this will be like true. So it is true. So I will have to break this as well. What I have did. This is boolean. Why it is boolean coming? It is web element. Find element. It is not taking. Why it is not taking? Driver dot find element by dot xpath. So give me some time guys, because I think there are some mistakes. I will first correct those mistakes and I'll try to resume the session. Fine guys, and that's all for today. I will like explain this with some more examples tomorrow session. So thanks for all, thanks for today, because there are some issues in the code which I will have to resolve and maybe it will take time. So first I will resolve this, then I will explain all. Thank you guys.